It's our turn. Cesar Milan has arrived at our very doorstep.
Hi. Welcome to Singapore.
Hey. Oh, this is China. This is Hong Kong. I have to go on the other side.
No crowded places in Hong Kong, nor tiny spaces in Singapore can stop Cesar from doing what he does best.
Here, I'm going to show you how to do it.
Café really very amazing.
Experience his magic touch in the flesh.
It's really a dream come true.
Cesar to the Rescue Asia, Wednesday nights at 9 on the National Geographic Channel and Nat Geo People. Next, will a cafe owner stand up and take charge of his dog?
I can't control any of my dogs.
And his business.
Maybe I will lose my business if Sasa go on to be aggressive.
Will Cesar be able to save the day in Hong Kong?
He needs to step up and become a strong pack leader.
I'm always nervous. I don't know I can do it or not.
Cesar to the Rescue Asia, next on the National Geographic Channel and Nat Geo People.
Hi, I am Cesar Milan, and I am right here in Asia for Cesar to the Rescue. Don't miss it on the National Geographic Channel and Nat Geo People.
Do not attempt the training techniques you are about to see without consulting a professional. Tonight on Cesar to the Rescue, Cesar is on a mission in Hong Kong to teach the locals how to handle their difficult dogs.
The hardest thing to change is not the dog. The hardest thing to change is the human thinking.
And work one-on-one to rehabilitate the city's most aggressive cases.
Very good. Look at that.
Coming up, a newly opened dog-friendly cafe terrorized by the owner's own dog.
Sasa, when she sees other dogs, all those teeth comes out like a vampire.
She's destroying his dream of a successful business. He can't control her, but he refuses to get rid of her.
She is one of my family.
It's a choice between his dog or his dream. This is Cesar to the Rescue. Cesar heads to a local coffee shop to meet whistleblower Richard, who needs Cesar to stop his best friend's dog from destroying his friend's newly opened dog-friendly cafe.
Richard.
Hey, Cesar.
How you doing, man?
I'm doing good.
Nice
How
to
are
meet you. Great. So, what's happening?
My friend Brian, he owns a dog cafe, and he having some trouble.
Yeah?
I know Brian since 2006. We work in the same investment banking. He loves dogs. He always try to bring his dog like coffee shop, but no dogs allowed. And so Brian opened this cafe is his dream. One of his dog, named Sasa, having some aggressive behavior. It's tough that Brian needs some help.
Okay, so when you say aggressive, has she hurt dogs?
There's one time, Sasa bite a chihuahua and an eyeball. It was very
Devastating.
Yeah. Sasa, when she see other dogs, all those teeth comes out. You can see those gums like a vampire.
Is he a successful business?
Sometimes high, sometimes low.
Uh-huh.
Sometimes the people heard about Sasa's behavior. Then sometimes the business goes down because the customer, they
They get scared.
Brian can't control Sasa.
So what do you want for him?
Brian is my best friend,
Yeah?
and I hate to see him suffer like this. Yeah, he's a good heart, he's a good man, and I believe that good things happen to good people.
Right.
And then Sasa happens to be the obstacle to a normal, happy life, good business. I just hope that you can help Brian with Sasa, because Sasa is ruining his life and his dog cafe's business.
All right, we'll see what we can do for this guy.
Change his life and then change his menu.
That's right. Let's go change the menu in the life. Let's do this.
Yep, there's the dog cafe.
Cesar asked Richard to set up a meeting with Brian before his cafe opens for business. he brings Oscar from his Hong Kong pack to gauge Brian's dog's behavior.
Oh, it's so cute. Dog Café.
I'm going to a dog cafe in Hong Kong. What an awesome experience. But quite honestly, I don't know what to expect when they open the door. Hi, how are you?
Wait.
Okay. Oh.
Wait.
My name is Brian Chi. I live in Hong Kong. I love dogs. And because in Hong Kong, not many places allow dogs to go, I opened this dog cafe to let some people bring their dogs to come and we can talking about how to train dogs, how to take care of dogs. I pride myself to help my customers' dogs and teach them Cesar's technique. I have 4 dogs, 3 Huskies and 1 Akita. And only one dog gives me all the problems. That is Cesar. I buy Cesar from pet shop when she is 3 months. At first, Cesar can play with other dogs and she won't aggressive to them, to other dogs. But after Cesar get pregnant, I began to see her begin to change. The first time she attacked one Chihuahua, and then mainly blood on the floor, and it's very scary. Cesar always make me worry, because when Cesar sees some dog on the street, she will be the first one being aggressive. She very nice to human, but she is very aggressive when she see other dogs. This dog cafe is my dream. The people bring their dogs and they will have a happy pace, and all the dogs can be very peaceful. I need to protect my customers' dogs. So I need to lock Cesar in the room, and I won't let her come out. I feel guilty when Cesar locked in the back.
It's very embarrassing because people think that I'm a good dog trainer, but even I can't control my own dogs.
Maybe I will lose my business if Cesar go on to be aggressive and attack other dogs.
That happens all the time?
Yes.
Yeah?
Yes.
Okay, let it go a little bit.
Okay.
So what do you do there? What is your behavior? Because she's already ready to go. What do you normally do?
Sit down.
Sit down.
But she is still very nervous when she see other dogs have some action.
She's not nervous at all. She's more dominant than nervous.
Yes.
That's different.
Yes.
You know, when you're nervous, you're like this.
Okay.
When you're dominant, you're like this.
Yes, she's
so
dominant.
she's
Very,
dominant.
very dominant.
That's right. Nervous, you are nervous. She is dominant.
Okay.
The interpretation of Brian was the opposite. He thought that his dog was nervous. But for me, he was nervous, his dog was dominant. And a dominant dog paired to a nervous owner is a dangerous combination. So I know what I'm working with already. See that? My energy, so I'm gonna switch.
Okay.
Okay, you're gonna come here, I'm gonna go over there. Let the leash go.
Okay.
Come over here, you're gonna hold this dog. So I'm gonna run your cafe right now. Right away, I wanna show Brian how to take the dominant role by giving her correction when she acts out. Smell first, you know, introduce myself. So, hey. Every time Sasa shows dominance and growl, I correct her right away so I can snap her out of her dominant state. Then she knows that I don't want her to growl, so I can drop the leash and she stays relaxed. So the growl is a warning, but you have to let her know that that's unwanted immediately.
Yes.
right?
Yes.
So that way she's actually understanding, okay, it's not allowed. When you put her away, she doesn't learn anything. The good news is Sasa listens to me right away, but Brian has it all wrong. Instead of correcting her like a pack leader, he locks her away, and that way she will never learn.
Cesar, 上去. Yes.
This is not good. You know, this is for her to go into a higher place. Look at this. For her to go into a higher place is the worst thing she can do because she goes on top of the mountain. Sasa stands up on the mountaintop like she's the queen of the cafe. She dominates the business and even Brian. What she is saying is, I own the cafe and everybody in it. He can't give her that much power or he can never get control over her. So what I need to teach Brian is to get her down so he can keep her in a calm, submissive state. Hey.
Cesar is struggling to tame Brian's dominant husky, Sasa. But while in Hong Kong, he also hosted a group training session to help dog owners with their most troubling training problems. His first case is an owner who literally has her hands full with 4 Coton de Toulier.
Okay. You need help? You have to hold it with character, you know what I mean?
Her dogs go nuts whenever another dog approaches.
All right, let's bring some excitement. Let's see if you can hear me. Let's see if you can hear me. 4 dogs moving forward. 1 human holding for her life. The solution is to identify who is the true pack leader. Who's the one that said, let's kill that one. Let's kill that one now. You say, they're not trying to kill. They're just being excited, right? But if they come near a dog, they're going to nip them. That's what they're going to do. They're not going to do more. They just, that's all they're doing. There is always one pack leader. So if I can recognize which one it is, and then I stop her, everybody else is going to stop from barking. All right. As soon as the pack leader starts barking, I give her a correction with a tug on the leash and a light touch. And now we're ready to start the exercise again. Not even 1 bark. There you go. So now that I corrected the pack leader, now all the other dogs are calm. Now the owner can actually start walking right next to a new dog without a problem. There you go. Yeah. Nice. Woo-hoo. Look at that.
Cesar works with Brian, a dog cafe owner, whose dog Sasa is terrorizing his business. If Cesar cannot teach Brian how to be the boss of his dog cafe's future is in jeopardy.
This is not good. Sasa stands up like she's a queen of the cafe. What she's saying is, this is my cafe, and I'm protecting it. And what I need to do is I need to bring her down and teach her how to be in a calm, submissive state. Hey. Hey. Nope. She's not used to being told what to do. I have to let her know that what I'm looking for is a more submissive disposition. Nope. There you go. It took some corrections with the leash, it took some corrections with the touch, but most of it was my energy. I was firm, I was patient, and I was clear that I wasn't going to back down until she became calm, submissive. By Sasa laying on her back, she was communicating that she was in a very calm, submissive state.
I tried to bring Cesar down from the windows, but she always growls, so I give up. It's very happy to see Cesar listen to Cesar.
Bring it on this side so she can see it. Bring it around here.
Okay.
Yeah. We're helping her, we're teaching her, not him. What Sasa is in a calm, submissive state, she gives me the opportunity to teach her to stay in a calm, submissive state by being around other dogs. You have allowed her to become dominant.
Yes.
That's the bottom line.
Because I don't know how to change that.
Yeah. This is a simple but dangerous situation because Brian is not assertive. So that makes Sasa feel the need to protect the situation, to protect the cafe, to protect Brian. And that's what she bites. So Brian needs to become more assertive and really learn to take that leadership role. So she feels that he is protecting her, and that gives her no reason to bite. What she needs to know is nobody's gonna hurt her.
Yes.
That she doesn't have to protect.
She don't like other dogs smelling her.
Yeah, because she's the dominant one.
Yes.
We have to change that frame of mind.
Okay.
Let me put this guy away, and I'm gonna bring the other dogs.
Cesar wants to show Brian how to take over the dominant position, so he brings out Brian's other dogs to demonstrate.
All right, so see, that's what we gotta pay attention to here. Right here. Right there,
Yes.
see?
Okay.
Very good, very good. As soon as Sasa growls, I give her a light touch with my foot so I can snap her out of her aggression. The top is not hard, but it startles her mind. That's why her body reacts. Then I follow through until she's calm and submissive. This way she knows that I am in charge and no one will harm her. So then she can relax, but ultimately it's Brian who needs to take control. So you can't really come across too soft. She takes the position of being in charge because you are not being assertive,
Okay.
right?
Yeah.
Which you should be in charge.
Yes,
This is
yes.
your cafe.
Yes.
Then eventually she realized that what she is expected in this environment is to be submissive, like this.
Okay.
Yeah.
Now that Cesar has shown Brian how to take over the dominant role in the cafe, he wants to work with Brian on the basics of taking his dog on a walk.
This is the outside world. You're teaching them that when the door is open doesn't mean they're gonna run. They can use the smell, but they have to wait. It's important to make the dogs wait. That way the dogs know you are the leader and they exit on your terms. So I'm using less physical strength and more mental strength.
Cesar challenges Brian to take the leash and control his dogs like a proper pack leader.
I try to walk with my own dogs on this street many times, but something always goes wrong.
Cesar's in the midst of an intense pack walk with Brian. But while he's in Hong Kong, he also held a seminar to give local dog owners some new tips. This next pooch jumps on everyone who visits her home. Cesar has his assistant recreate the situation.
And so he will go his whole entire life in two legs, jumping on people. Do you want to pet me? Do you want to pet me? Do you want to pet me? Most people don't really like a dog that is jumping on them, even though they're super absolutely cute. This is as cute as they get. I'm going to show you a different way to deal with behavior. So this is a very classic shirt that is used for dogs who are afraid of thunder. It can also help overly excited dogs. So it makes the dog breathe slower. That's how it works. So when a dog is nervous, the dog breathes really fast. When a dog is excited, so if you can block that with, in this case, a shirt, you're gonna see a big change. Okay, let's do it. Excited? Yeah, look. Excited, yeah? I know. See, here's the part where it does the job. It relaxes the brain. Did it change? Thank you. Now that he's in a calm state, this is when you nurture it. So this is when you give affection. Eventually, you don't need this because he's gonna relate affection with calm. Thank you.
Okay, thank you.
Give me a hug. I'm Mexican.
Cesar works with Brian, who lets his dogs dominate, taking over his cafe and hurting business. But this is a situation where Brian needs more training than his dogs. So, Cesar pushes him to be a strong leader and walk his pack through the streets of Hong Kong when another dog approaches.
When Akita walked by, I can't control any of my dogs. I was very embarrassed because Cesar see this.
Jesus, good. That's pretty bad. I wasn't surprised when the Akita and Sasa got into a fight with another dog because what I saw was Sasa and the Akita being in front of Brian, completely dominating him. Brian is in a follower position, so the dogs feel the need to protect them. Brian needs to be in the leader position, and the dogs need to feel protected by Brian. Here. Right there, right behind me. See? It's really the basics of pack leadership. The dogs need to be behind you, so that way they feel relaxed and don't feel the need to protect you. If you put it here, he goes right there. Right here. So now you're using yourself as a tool. See it?
Okay.
That way I'm blocking, so he stays in the back.
Okay.
It's easier to walk.
I'm very happy. Cesar take my dogs and show how to walk with them. Sasa believe him, and Sasa won't believe me. So that's why there is a bit different.
So, come on.
Okay.
Over here.
Cesar gives Brian one more chance to take the leash, even though his last try was a close call.
I know I need to be stronger, but I always nervous. I don't know I can do it or not.
They're in the front. Dude, you still have this one in front, that's bad. Claim the spot, claim the middle. I just need Brian to do what I taught him. If he can't keep his dogs behind him in this busy street, it's just going to be a disaster. Wow. Keep walking.
Hey.
This is crazy. I thought I was here to help Brian with Sasa, but Brian can control any of his dogs. All right, let's go.
Okay.
It's just too busy and too dangerous in these Hong Kong streets. So I feel the need to get him inside.
When they arrive back in the cafe, it's open for business and packed with customers and their dogs.
All right. Hong Kong is a tough place to work with Brian and his dogs. The streets are too crowded and dangerous for a soft pack leader. And his cafe is tiny and filled with customers. It's like there's no way to turn. Oh. And of course, Sasa stepped up to her mountaintop and dominate the place again. And Brian is not doing what I taught him. And a girl start petting Sasa is like a recipe for disaster. Hey.
My customers see that Cesar how to control Sasa. I wish I can do the same.
Very good. This is the same correction and follow-through I did earlier. Hey. But I really wish Brian could do it this time. But now that Sasa is calm and submissive, we can let him rejoin the cafe.
I'm so nervous because Cesar lets Sasa walk around the cafe. I never do that before because she always attacks. Look at her, she's behaving really well. See? When I come and evaluate situations, I evaluate who runs that house. We find out that she runs this coffee shop. She would be perfect CEO.
Yeah. Yeah, I give her a tie and a business card. My name is Sasa. I run business.
All my customers was laughing. It's very embarrassed. I need to try harder to be Sasa's boss.
The problem isn't Sasa. I show a number of times that Sasa can learn. It's Brian that needs to step up. If Brian wants to run a cafe filled with dogs, he needs to step up and become a strong pack leader. Well, I came to help her, Sasa, but actually, it's a very simple case. We just need to work with you.
Yeah.
Look, see that? Look, that is a fight. More dog problems to be solved, so stay tuned. Ready for more? Cesar to the rescue continues now. Ooh, that's dangerous. If Brian doesn't learn how to lead this cafe, it can be a disaster. Which is a shame because Hong Kong needs places like this. This is a perfect idea, you know, to come and eat with your dog. But if you don't control the excitement, leadership is not in the menu.
Okay.
So my goal is first bring you into my place.
Okay.
You know, give you a little bit more leadership skills, and then come back so you can practice it.
Understood.
Yeah?
Yes. I really want you to do that to me.
Well, thank you so much. See you guys later. Thank you.
See you. Bye-bye.
Cesar decides to remove Brian from the crowded cafe to meet at Cesar's Hong Kong training home to work on leadership skills in a more controlled and safe environment.
Brian, how you doing, man? Please, come on in.
It's critical Brian learn to be a strong leader, where the dogs will continue to take control of the cafe and damage business.
Welcome to my training home annex.
Yes.
I have some challenges for you.
Okay.
Again, the only thing I want to do for you is for you to understand leadership. We're going to have some dogs coming towards us. I just want to see how you do it. I already thought Brian had to correct Sasa, but it was tough because we were in his crazy dog cafe and in the busiest streets of Hong Kong with a lot of distractions. Now that we are in a controlled environment, I want to see what Brian has learned, what I observe, and correct him. So calm down. Let him go. It's pretty bad. Brian didn't bring Sasa into a calm state when he introduced the dogs. He should have made her wait until she became calm. That way she knows that he's in charge and that he wants her to stay calm. Now she's meeting the dogs on her terms. She's taking over Brian's leadership role, and that is a problem. What do you think? What do you think?
I'm okay.
You think so?
Yes. Just watching what Sasa will do. Yes.
What Sasa would do? Instead of you telling her what to do?
She's growling. She's growling.
Yeah, and then?
Hey, do I need to do anything?
Yeah. Brian did a good job with the light foot tub. Just enough just to snap her out of her aggression. But he needs to follow through for the corrections to take hold. Don't forget to follow through.
Okay.
You gotta follow through.
Like this?
Brian never followed through to bring her in a calm, submissive state like I taught him in the cafe. The follow-through teaches a dog what you want from them. I am your pack leader, and I want you to stay calm. So if you go back into your tape and recognize and reflect what you did, you're gonna see that you let her go with head high. And she was not calm. When a dog immediately shows head high, she say, I will own this whole entire place.
She's the leader. She wants to tell the dogs.
Go over there, and I'm gonna show you how to do it. I'm gonna bring it into the pack. Stay right there.
Okay.
See, look, right here in the back. Ears back. Look. So I'm presenting her to my pack, and look what I'm saying. Ears back, head low. I'm making her wait, and she is calm. Now watch what happens when she goes back to you. So I'm just gonna let her go. I like Brian, but he hasn't stepped up in pretty much in every situation, and I want him to realize that it's his energy that is the problem. Cesar is perfect and calm around me, but I want Brian to see how Cesar changes when he is around her. And maybe then he'll start taking charge. There you go, the tail up. See?
That was the worst part. Cesar was fine around Cesar, but around my energy is aggressive.
Hey. The correction is always the same with Cesar. Brian has a soft energy, so Cesar gets protected and acts out. I correct her to snap her out of the aggression, and I bring her into a calm, submissive state. It's not brain surgery, but Brian needs to do it or she will never learn.
Cesar brings over another dominant dog and challenges Brian to correct Sasa on his own.
So go down and bring that guy to her face.
I understand what Cesar is teaching me, but I keep failing. I need to find a way to be more assertive.
Hey. There you go.
Sit. 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 Like this?
Brian did much better with the touch, but instead of him following through like I taught him, he allowed Sasa to come between his legs. Since the dog is hiding, it means the dog is afraid and tense, but Brian needs to teach her to be calm. Okay, look.
Okay.
The touch is okay, but then she keep going inside of you. If she comes inside anywhere, if a dog goes in high, he's gonna get tense.
Okay.
The more she learns to do it on her own, right, that she has to stay there, then she relaxes.
Brian has made some progress, but he still has not been able to correct and follow through with Sasa to Cesar's satisfaction.
Come on.
So Cesar takes Brian indoors for yet another lesson to see if he can finally break through to Brian.
The treadmill is a perfect activity for Brian to practice leadership. Dogs are often afraid or cautious about a machine, right? But it's our job to tell a dog to trust us and not to be afraid of the machine, and that we want them to walk on it. And a pack leader won't give up until they do it, no matter how much the dog resists. So when you teach treadmill, it's not about the dog being on the treadmill, it's about leadership. We're evaluating your pack leadership skills, not her ability to do things. Hold on, sweetie pie, come here. You let her go this way, then you pull like this. That's when she pulls that way. So here, shorten up the option, short, not tense. Very calm. I'm gonna turn it on.
Okay.
Okay. That's all right, I got it. Don't. How do you react? Panic. How do I react?
Because I'm thinking she's tired or
She what?
she's tired.
Tired, she's not. Siberian Huskies can walk, especially her, she can walk for hours. This is the breed that if you want to walk from here to Beijing, this is the one you bring. Right now she's trying to stop the exercise, right? She's trying to control the exercise.
Oh.
She's being dominant, yeah?
Okay, understood.
Now it's Brian's turn. If he can finally prove to Sasa that he is in charge and gets her to walk on the treadmill, he's on his way to being the pack leader she needs to stop her dominant outbursts.
So go ahead.
Okay. So. Hey. So.
Okay, what do you think?
I'm still nervous.
Yeah.
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 Don't know how to be calm anytime. Yeah, sometimes I will feel nervous or embarrassed.
Yeah.
When
The thing is, you get to know you better. That's why they won't listen to you sometimes. But that's what you're working on.
Yeah.
That's what you're working on.
It was a good step for Brian to admit that he was nervous. So now what he has to do is keep on trying. Go ahead.
Try again, right? No. Here. No. Come. Cesar. Come. I try to once, right?
Hold on. Watch this. So watch, I'm just being you, right? You go, shh. So you're doing it with tension instead of the calm, assertive energy.
Okay. Okay.
The only thing I did was guide her.
You just become.
That's it.
Ask her to go.
That's it.
Don't know why I can't do that. I just use the same way, same method, same leash, same dog, but just change the human.
She never hesitated.
Yes. No.
No. With you, she hesitated.
Yeah.
So why?
Because I'm too soft.
That's right. You starting too soft and so she said, why would I listen to you?
Yes.
Remember, animals don't follow unstable pack leaders.
Okay.
This is the dog that teaches you true leadership.
I understood what he wants, but I couldn't get my energy calm and assertive. That's why Cesar won't listen to me.
All right. Short, not tense.
Cesar has Brian try one more time. If he can't control Sasa enough to have her walk on the treadmill, he won't be able to control her at his cafe, which threatens the future of his business.
You have to be firm, you have to be assertive.
Okay. Go.
Ha! That's a different you right there.
Yeah.
See, you're not negotiating, you're just leading.
No.
It's not what you're doing.
Yeah.
That's irrelevant. It's how you feel that makes you a pack leader.
I finally did it. I just had to stop thinking too much and feel confident, and Cesar followed. It's so simple. I hope I can do that at my cafe.
Yeah.
Now that Cesar has finally made a breakthrough with Brian, he returns to his cafe to see if Brian can use what Cesar taught him in a real-life scenario.
Hello, my
Cesar.
friend. How are you?
Fine.
Good. See, so Brian got a good breakthrough with the treadmill, so I'm stepping it up. I brought some dogs so he can manage around Sasa. If he has learned what I taught him, step up as a pack leader, it shouldn't be no problems. So I'm gonna ask somebody new people,
Okay.
You know, to come in, and it's your job to help them feel stable or to keep them stable, okay?
Yeah.
Brian already has Sasa in a calm, submissive state. The challenge is to keep her and the dogs that enter into the cafe in that calm state.
This is Brian's chance to prove to Cesar that he is a pack leader and has it in him to make his cafe safe and successful.
Okay, ring the bell, knock the door. Okay. So you start working with her when the bell sounds, when the door sounds.
Yes.
That's conditioning.
Yes.
This is good. So what do you do normally? You open the door?
Open the door?
Okay.
Yes. Oh.
Nice, nice.
Sit.
Very good. Woohoo! Finally, Brian reacted the right way. Sasa misbehaved, Brian reacted with the right calm, assertive energy, and Sasa went back to a calm, submissive state.
Come in.
Thank you.
She's not growling, she's looking for direction. Very good, I love that, I love that. And he was confident enough to drop the leash, and she remained calm, submissive. What would you tell the customer for dog?
Don't take off the leash.
No,
Just be sit, be here.
Okay,
Yes.
very good, I like it, I like it. You're doing it very well.
Hey, hello.
Hello. 你好，你好，你好。隨便坐，隨便坐。
Very good. How does that one feel?
係啦，叫翻佢落嚟先。
There you go.
係啦，跟住。
What a difference a day makes. Brian was able to recognize that the Vizsla was taking the dominant position just like Sasa used to do. Just like I did with Sasa, Brian was able to bring the Vizsla off the table and bring him into a calm, submissive state. There you go.
Now she can take off her leash.
That's right, she can take off the leash.
Yes.
Why she can take off the leash?
Because the dog feel calm now.
That's right.
Yes.
So you have to learn to acknowledge the energy and then to reward this energy.
Yes.
So the biggest reward you can give to a dog is not a cookie, it's freedom.
Yeah.
It's trust.
Yeah.
She's allowing you to take over the coffee shop.
Yes.
Brian passed the test with my dogs, but now it's time to see the real challenge. When the cafe opened for the day, I arranged to have a pack with Brian's customers and their dogs. I need to see that Brian can control his dog, Sasa, but also I want to see if he can control his customers' dogs. So how are you feeling?
Very well.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Let's show people what's new about you. Hello, everybody. How are you? Oh, wow, a lot of little dogs. How are you? This will be our last, training session. Okay, well. So what's happening here?
Very exciting.
Very exciting.
There are many exciting dogs here.
There you go. Very good, right? Look at this. Look at Sasa now. So now Sasa feels that he is in control. No need for her to take over. It was awesome when the corgi approached. Brian stepped in, correct both of the dogs, gave the perfect correction to Sasa, and followed through in front of all of his customers. They finally got to see a pack leader in action. He did it. Meet the new Brian, Sasa. Please.
Brian's energy is different. Like, he was usually like this, but today is like more confident, and that's what I've seen the change, like, visually.
See a very calm Sasa and a very confident Brian. Yeah, I think it's a new Sasa and a new Brian.
At first, when Cesar teach me, I feel very nervous. I'm afraid that I'm not doing well. Now, Cesar think I've changed.
What you're doing is great. Dogs and your city don't have the opportunity to socialize.
Yeah.
And so if you can provide people the place and the knowledge,
that's what I want to do now.
That's right. It was hard work working with Brian, I'm gonna be honest. I wasn't sure if he had it in him, but he really hung in there. Now I can peacefully leave Hong Kong knowing the Sasa and the Dog Cafe finally have a pack leader.
It's a brand new dog with a brand new personality. The aggressive behavior is no longer here. And even Brian, he's a changed man.
Richard, what do you think? You called me. You're the one that called me, so...
Mission accomplished.
Thank you!